It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. It is 5 o'clock on the West Coast. It is the 4th of September in the year of our Lord 2025. Let me try this other way. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to work, I guess. Season 16, episode 10, 731 times. You have been welcome to the Clubhouse Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. We are back to abnormal, kind of, sort of, for 1 week. Welcome. My name is Rob. I am the executive producer of the Clubhouse Podcast, and I am wearing a very fashionable shirt tonight. For now. That way for me is my co-host and a man who is also wearing a very fashionable shirt, if you will. He is Alex.
Well, this is actually the full original jersey for the last NFC East quarterback to win a Super Bowl, not named Jalen Hurts. But does it ever blow your mind when you say something like 731?
Every week. I don't say that every week, but every time I say the number, yes.
Yeah, it's like you're past Babe Ruth. You're working towards Henry Aaron now.
It's crazy. At the bottom of your screen is the official fact checker of Sooner Gator Productions and a man that is not dressed for the occasion today. You may know him as Zig Bunu, but his mama named him Don Ford. I'm going to call him Don Ford.
Go wrong with Mickey, though.
Dude, it's opening day of the NFL. The air is a little sweeter.
Wait,
now,
everything, the birds are chirping.
When my Steelers play, I will have the jersey on.
I was going to say, Rob, that is partially your rule.
However, what I'm about to do, neither one of you are aware of.
What's that?
I'm going off camera for just a second.
Okay.
I'm going to leave my mic on, though.
Okay.
Am I filling time?
Not at all.
Because I feel like we could talk about the multiple contests we have on ESPN through the Clubhouse Podcast, where you could win prizes in our Pigskin Pick'em. But you can still join even after this game starts. You'll pick every game against the spread each week. You beat us, there's going to be some gift cards on the line. Then there's also the Survivor or Eliminator, as ESPN calls it, where you pick one team each week. Once you use that team, it's done. But if you run the entire season, you will get to come to a live event with us.
I win it.
Then you don't get to come.
Yeah.
You get the day off, Don. That's how this works the opposite way.
So how a few months ago I bought a piece of clothing and I told Don, I can't believe I got said piece of clothing before he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I texted you, Alex, on Sunday saying I've done it again.
Uh-huh.
Bask in my glory.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, yes.
Look, Don, look.
I don't know.
This
Turn around,
like
though.
Episode.
Is there anything on the back?
Yeah, probably says Bucky's. Yeah.
Oh, Bucky's 8 too. Okay. All right.
This feels distinctly like the episode's name is Dear Don, Suck It.
So let me guess. This is probably roughly about $30, the same cost as the jersey, the baseball?
It was indeed.
Oh,
that's the good thing about Bucky's.
Upwards.
That's why they're greatness.
They take care of their people.
The thing is, with the foot, they have like an entire line for football. They have a long sleeved, like a, I don't know how you refer to it, Alex. Is it like a jersey T-shirt, if you will? It's got that heather gray with the long sleeves. Then it's got like that faded look to it.
So the terminology that has become the staple for that is called a jersey.
Yes, they have one of those.
Okay.
And they've got one for a Bucky style football team, a T-shirt. But I just wanted to wear that real quick, but it's very, very warm, so I'm going to take it off.
Okay.
Plus, I got my Moon Mammoth shirt, and we're not out of time to be able to wear that, too.
Also fair. Because you are the one who sticks to the season.
Yep.
And I do respect the rule, but I also understand people that don't. But we kind of have to live in Dallas.
And I said that at the top show, did I not, Don? I'm wearing a very fashionable shirt.
Yes.
Don got me for my birthday.
I said it was late. You know why?
Yeah, you said it. It was on back. It was on back order. I get it.
Yeah, that's a hot commodity.
It's a very comfortable shirt.
Especially with the popularity of Erie, Pennsylvania.
I know.
We also want to say that this is also a very, very special day.
Yes.
Okay.
Because earlier, and I'm going to tell you one story to tell you the other story. Earlier today, I got to sub in for Groobs with YDC in a great interview. All I'm saying, just go watch it. If you are a fan of sports and you are a fan of music, go watch that episode. We had a lot of fun. But I was talking to Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
We were going off air and, going back to our normal lives. 1 year today was Sunset Lounge.
Today. The sushi heard around the world.
Mm-hmm. So, been a year already, boys.
And let's keep going.
Right.
We love them.
Let's
Absolutely.
dive in with college football and something we had breaking news earlier today.
Oh, boy.
There will be a vote on October 1st for a proposal to take the transfer portal and turn it into a 10-day window.
Oh.
The problem I see with this is they're saying it would take effect on January 1 of 2026. The problem for me with that is you haven't finished the season yet.
That's true. And we have often said that needs to not happen until after the season. And by season, we mean the bowl games.
That is correct.
So, with the people without field cred, what does that mean? The transfer window and all. What?
So you know what the transfer portal is, Don, right?
No. Some people don't know, like me.
This was, what I'd say, Alex, 5-6 years ago this started. Where
it's actually ramped up in the last 2 to 3 years to a staggering degree, that especially with the influx of NIL money.
Basically, a player can put themselves in this transfer portal and go to another school without any sort of having to wait a year, any sort of penalty.
Now, the old rule used to be if you were going to transfer, your prior school could opt to waive the year eligibility wait. But more often than not, when you were thinking about professional, or not professional, but semi-professional athletes, that's what I'm going to call them. Semi-professional athletes, they would often be told, like, no, you're leaving us, you can sit out a year. And that was the rule. But now with the NIL deals and the transfer portal and student athlete rights, it's become more of a hopping. What was it? DJ Uelega was in like 5 different schools in his last 3 years or something like that. And every place he went, he got another NIL deal. So it's kind of gotten a little wild. And by a little wild, it's jumped the shark, so to speak. So they're trying to find a way to make this more serviceable so that people aren't investing in players that aren't going to be there in 3 weeks.
I just I'm of the opinion right now that Pandora's box is open.
Oh, it's wide.
Like,
it's the top is blown off. They have to build a new box.
Yeah. So I don't know that this is going to do anything. I think January 1's a bad way to do it. But
yeah,
by the same token, who am I? You know?
I understand they're saying January 1 because it's the simplest, easiest thing. And if we're being fair, most of the bowl games are done then, outside of the big, the tournament, the playoff bowls. So more often than not, players will be, I don't want to say out of the way, but most of the transferring people will have already had their bowl season. Now, I think part of the January 1 is because they've already realized that if somebody's going to get into it, they're going to have to make that decision before that 10-day window. So they're already going to be sitting out. So they're just saying, you know what, make it the new year.
We'll see. The vote should happen October 1st, and we'll see where it goes from there. Let's go into the week recap of week 0/week 1 of college football. Iowa State, number 16 by 3 over Kansas State in a game that was enjoyable to watch. I enjoyed watching that game a little bit. My South Florida Bulls with a very big win
Oh, man, I was surprised, but I was happy for you.
Number 11, Illinois, all over Western Illinois like a bad suit. Number 22, Tennessee, almost doubles up Syracuse. Number 1, Ohio State. Texas. Just open the doors. Why don't y'all come on and be number 1? We're cool with it now. That's why preseason polls mean nothing.
Appalachian State. That's all you have to say about preseason polls.
State holds Texas to 7 points in a 14-7 win. Indiana now number 23 all over Old Dominion. Georgia beats Marshall. Penn State now number 2, 46-11 over Nevada. Iowa State 55-7 over the South Dakota Coyotes. I really like that logo. It's the paw with the D in it. I like that. Number 21, Alabama. Upset by now number 14, Florida State, 31-17.
I'm shocked.
I think you were amongst those across the board.
And every time you had Castellanos talking smack to Alabama, it's like, dude, shut up.
Number 6, Oregon gets there by a 59-13 win over Montana State. Oklahoma, 35-3 over Illinois State, the Redbirds. A&M 42-24 over San Antonio. My Florida Gators show LIU the door out of their stadium 55-9, which puts us at number 13, moving up a couple of spots. I feel like Casey Kasem moving up 2 spots to number 13. It's the Florida Gators. Let's see. Kansas State then plays again.
Why did that break me?
I'm the Rich Little of my generation. Kansas State then comes back to beat North Dakota 38-35. Texas Tech now number 24 over Arkansas Pine Bluff, the Golden Lions. Michigan number 15 over New Mexico. LSU Clemson. What a crazy game that was.
Oh, yeah.
And then those two wanting to talk smack to each other. I don't get it.
Well, it's the old SEC versus ACC thing, because when that became the biggest fervor, you had Trevor Lawrence at Clemson and Joe Burrow at LSU, and it just never went away.
Ole Miss number 20 goes 63-7 over Georgia State. East Texas A&M decides to go to SMU and get beat 42-13. Now number 12, Arizona State over Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks, and they're okay.
Oh,
38-19. South Carolina is now number 10. They beat Virginia Tech. And Miami over Notre Dame by a field goal. Notre Dame, the only team in the top 10 currently with a loss. So going into the NFL, because it's almost time, boys.
Oh, we're in pregame right now.
We have
Notre Dame. What do you always say, Rob? If you lose early.
Yep. That's the key to it. And we have unveiled the banner at the link. We're now in the booth awaiting kickoff for all to be right in the world. But hold on. We get an announcement coming down today, yesterday, somewhere in there. And I don't know how I feel about it. Question mark. But at the same time, I have a question. Alex, you brought this up in pre-show, and I told you I already knew, so go ahead and share it with the Empire.
So earlier than expected, the NFL has been testing the idea of adding ads to Red Zone, which historically has always opened with 7 hours of commercial-free football, kicks off now. And in honor of the coach, not so fast, my friend. Scott Hansen, while appearing on the Pat McAfee show, let it slip that they will have ads for the first time this year. Now, there has been a little bit more information that has come out, if I may. I sent you the picture, Rob, if you wanted to read or verify. But from Ari Mayrov, who is a sports reporter, according to sources, the NFL has been working on this long before ESPN was ever involved, and it will be picture-in-picture during the broadcast. So the feed for Red Zone will not go away, but there will be times where the audio will be commercials. And something occurred to me in all of this, and I did not see if this was stated at all. Scott Hansen has put himself through some torture over the last umpteen years that he's been doing this, because the man didn't take a break. I have a feeling part of this is actually good for Scott Hansen, who has done the yeoman's work on this so that he can actually get pee breaks here and there.
Well, but in the last couple 3 seasons, and maybe this is a Mandela effect thing, by the way, Rob Mack bringing out the Eagles. I seem to remember them playing little commercial ads here and there during Red Zone.
So that was what they were experimenting with. They haven't played any ads, but what you would have would be like the top left corner would encroach a bit, and you'd have more of a banner around the outside, not necessarily an ad. This is the first time we will have actual ads with audio.
I could have sworn I saw they would play like 15-second, like a spot for Lowe's.
Nope.
Wow.
No. The only time they would have commercials with the audio is when they were doing the switches and got caught behind.
This doesn't bother me.
It's one of those, I hate that it's happening because we were so spoiled for so long, but I get it.
I'm not
ESPN's going to recoup the money that they're spending on this.
Well, and you're not losing the feed.
No, that's the big thing for me.
Yeah. And you know me. Here's my list of man's greatest inventions: Fire, the Wheel, TiVo, Red Zone. That's the list. So this does not bother me because I'm not going to lose the feed. That's all I care about. Don't give me full, what? How long has wrestling now been doing this? Like 4 or 5 years of the picture-in-picture?
Pretty much since AEW debuted on Turner Broadcasting.
And WWE did it years ago and then went away from it and then came back to it. So this, to me, I don't want to use the word non-story, but
it's a fairly significant change to what we're used to, but I feel like it's getting blown out of proportion.
I agree 100%.
Because as we said, you're going to have the feed all 7 hours.
Yep.
It's just a matter of when the audio is going to be on a commercial that happens to be on part of the screen.
Week 1 of the NFL, boys. Let's talk about it. Tonight, Dallas goes to the Link.
Mm-hmm.
Philly has given them 8. It ain't enough.
And it opened at 4.5.
This is going to be not fun for Cowboy fans tonight.
The interesting thing for me is with it being as high as it is, because it's up to 8.5 and 9 in certain areas, I kind of lean on the Dallas side at that number just because it's a division game. There's that aspect that the offense should be better with everybody being healthy. The line is a little banged up. That's going to tell us a lot, but Philly lost a lot of starters on defense. So Philly should win this game outright, but expect a backdoor cover from Dallas.
Don?
Yeah, I think I know it's division and all that. First game of the season, champs are coming back. They have to defend that title. I think they'll win, and I think they'll cover the spread.
Tomorrow night, Kansas City and Los Angeles. And that's the Sao Paulo game, correct?
Yes, it is.
And that will be at 8:00 Eastern. KC giving 3.
That game is also on YouTube.
Yep.
So
I would take Kansas City -3.
As the Chargers defender regularly, I would have been all over LA until Rashawn Slater went down. Now I don't think 3 is enough. Give me Kansas City. And to tell you how much, that is actually one of my picks in the contest for the millions.
All right, Don. Excuse me. Goodness.
They're going to still come out and say, hey, yeah, we lost a 3-peat and all that, and they're going to want to make a statement, so I'll take KC with the points. I mean, KC, they beat the spread.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have a snoozer of the week, start it that way, because at starting the early set on Sunday, Carolina goes to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's giving them 3.5. Give me Carolina plus 3.5 because Jacksonville hasn't convinced me of anything.
You know what? Don't call this a snoozer. I have high hopes for this game. 2 young offenses that should be significantly better, but also 2 teams that don't necessarily have good defenses. 3.5 is too much because of that half hook. At 3 or less, I'd take Jacksonville, but I'm with you at Carolina at 3.5.
Don.
I have faith in my Jacksonville. I like them.
Can we acknowledge, Don, it's been 5 years since that, and you still are right.
Now, if the line was 10, I'd say heck no, but 3, yes.
Shout out, voice to men handling the national anthem this evening.
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants go to Washington, who may or may not be returning to the old RFK Stadium land before too much longer. Commanders, I'm sorry, you know what? Football team giving 6. I just don't think it's enough. I think New York's going to get there, but not in week 1.
So the interesting thing I can't get past with this one is the Giants defense is improved, especially with the addition of Abdul Carter and good signings. Did you know that as good as the Commies were last year, they had to have lucky breaks and only beat the Giants by about a total of 6 last year? So I will actually take the Giants with the points.
Done.
I agree with Alex. Yep.
And that is a contest pick.
Yeah, I'd say with the points, yes. Giants if it was straight up, I think they lose. With the points, yes.
Pittsburgh goes to MetLife Stadium to play the New York Football Jets. Pittsburgh giving 3, and it ain't gonna be enough. Pittsburgh wins this by a touchdown.
You know, this would have been a perfect line, and I would have donned this instead of push. And then we got the news today of Elijah Vera Tucker being out for the season. Give me Pittsburgh.
Done.
I agree. Same thing. It's my team.
Shout out Melissa Stark.
First game of the year, they usually do pretty good. Usually.
Arizona goes to New Orleans and is giving them 6.5. This is another one that, if you're bored, tune this game in. Arizona wins this game, and they will cover 6.5. It's going to be a tough season to be a Saints fan.
Well, to give you an idea, Arizona is also my eliminator pick in our contest on ESPN because I think they're going to absolutely wreck New Orleans, barring a last-minute trade of Jameis to New Orleans where they'd actually have some semblance of competent quarterback play. Instead, we get Spencer Rattler, which we saw last year, not so competent.
Don.
Thank you, Rob.
Gillette Stadium and the New England Patriots will be hosting the Raiders. I can't say the other thing because another couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They had an interesting PTI went an hour today. So they had a very interesting toss-up of who do you have more faith in? Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel. My choice was Vrabel, and they said the same thing. Both Kornheiser and Wilbon said the same thing. I said, Vegas has to play in that division.
Yeah.
That to me, that's the X factor. The AFC East, they can at least compete. That NFC,
well, half of the division can.
Forget about it.
Yeah, the Raiders might be a number 2 team in any other AFC division, but because they're in the West, they'll probably be in the cellar, if not just above the Chargers.
And we officially have a season, boys. It's underway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, I tell you, I was there just recently. Watched Chelsea on their way to the World Championship play there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stadium, though. I will say it was a nice stadium. It was really nice. So.
Give me New England minus 2.5.
I agree. Give me New England because they have more continuity. I think Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly are going to get the offense going, but that defense still begins and ends with Max Crosby.
Don.
New England. I'll go with. We all agree.
My beloved Dolphins head to Lucas Oil Stadium, and Indy's giving them a point. Give me my Dolphins +1. It might be a last-second field goal, but I'll take the +1.
I was all over the Dolphins, but everything they did just kept getting more and more dysfunctional. I feel like this is going to be one of those games with Miami's going to feel good winning, but that's also because Daniel Jones is terrible. But at that same time, I wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams wins, but I am on the Miami side.
Don?
You said, Lucas, where are they playing again?
Indy.
Who they play?
Indy.
Indy. I'm going to go again, so I'll say Indy.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, I don't hate fault that pick at all.
The battle for Alex's favorite state in the union.
I'm only crapping on Cincinnati this year. I'm not even mad at Ohio State.
Cincinnati is giving 5.5 to Cleveland. You know what? For 1 week, I'll ride with Joe Burrow because according to him, he's the best person playing the position in the league. So I'll give them -5.5.
So I had an interesting text while we were starting regarding the Eliminator contest, and it just said, no way I'm picking Cincinnati for the third year in a row, week 1, and it's costing me. Because under Zach Taylor for 12 years, they have won exactly 1 game in 12 years. They are 1-11 in week 1 games. Not only am I taking the Browns, they're going to be a bit of an upset pick and the third of my choices in the contest.
One play
Give
in,
me Browns plus.
One play in where we already have an unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 98 of the Eagles getting in Dak Prescott's face. Here we go.
That's the Meat Mountain Jalen Carter.
Yes, sir. Don.
It's a division game. And I know, but usually these are close in that division, even though I think Cleveland, if there's any other team, like, some team out of the division, I would not pick Cleveland. But since it's that high of a spread, they're usually close. I have to take Cleveland, but to take the points.
No, I think that's the great side. I mean, think about it. The last time Cleveland had Joe Flacco, they were a playoff team.
Yeah.
In the end of the early set, in a battle of the NFC South, ? Tampa Bay goes to Atlanta. Tampa Bay's getting 1.5. Give me Tampa Bay because I don't have any faith in the Falcons, even at home.
I want to take Atlanta at home, but I'm the one that's saying I think Tampa Bay doesn't have a fall off from Liam Cohen because they have the continuity. Did Jalen Carter get run?
No, Van Sumer's being carted off.
No, I think Jalen Carter got ejected.
I don't know.
We'll have to look into that one. But
he's walking to the locker room.
I'm still taking Tampa Bay. I think Atlanta is going to be a good team, but they're going to have to gel over some real game action versus what we pass as the preseason.
Don?
Since they're at home and such close, I'm just going to maybe that home field this time. I'm going to take Atlanta.
All right. Into the late set, San Francisco goes to Seattle with San Francisco getting 2.5. I don't like what I'm about to say, but my gut tells me take Seattle plus the 2.5 because they're at home. Alex.
Jalen Carter was ejected.
I'll say they
on
showed
the
him
opening play.
Unreal.
Well, no, I wanted to confirm it wasn't injury or anything, but after the unsportsmanlike, something was said or happened, and he got run. But I'm riding with San Francisco. The only thing that worries me right now is the fact that Christian McCaffrey got downgraded to questionable. But I still think they're a better team than Seattle, and I'm not going to take 1 year with Sam Darnold thinking he's changed when it's Kevin O'Connell that has that consistency. And the moment they played good teams in the playoffs, sorry, Mike, the moment they played good teams in the playoffs, he got rocked. Give me San Francisco.
Don.
Agree. I think Seattle, I know it's division. I'll take San Fran.
Tennessee goes to the Mile High City. Denver giving them 8.5. I'm still taking Denver. That defense could give Tennessee fits.
This is me hedging my bets. I'm taking Tennessee because I think they're going to be better, and I think 8.5 is a monstrous number. But I will also tell you that if I get smoked in week 1 2 years in a row in Vegas, it's because of Denver.
Don.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah, they're at home. I don't see much in the other team. I got to go with the Donkeys.
Houston, whose defense was very lauded earlier today by one Booger McFarland on PTI. They go to SoFi to take on the Rams, and the Rams are given 3. So what does that make it?
Even.
Yep. I'm not on the Houston wagon yet. I think the Rams have enough to cover this. Not by much, but I think they can cover it.
I'm still scared of Stafford's back and the injury he's dealing with. Plus, if you're going to give me a field goal, the only thing about Houston that worries me is the fact that we have the big play. The only thing that worries me is that they traded away Laramie Tunsil, and that is a heck of a bookend at left tackle who is now in Washington. They got to show me that they can affect with that, but I'm still going to take the field goal with Houston.
Jackson trying to plead his case. That was pass interference in the biggest of ways. End of the late set, Detroit goes to the not yet frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Green Bay's giving them 2. I am not sold on Green Bay yet. I'm just not. Detroit, they've lost both of their coordinators. I understand that. But HCDC is still in the room. Give me Detroit +2.
I'm having a real hard time with this one because the more I've looked at what the Packers have been doing to prepare for the season, the more my mind has changed a bit on them. Not necessarily that they're suddenly going to take over the division or anything to that ilk. And no, I don't think Micah Parsons winds up changing the tide. But they're doing a lot of good things, and they have a great coaching staff, which Detroit has just been depleted of. You know what? Without Frank Ragnow in that first game, give me Green Bay.
Done.
Detroit, and on the last game, Houston.
Oh, okay. We have the first touchdown of the season for Dallas, and the extra point is good. Good. Sunday Night Football, Baltimore at Buffalo. This, to me, is your game of the week. Coming in hot.
Oh, yeah.
Baltimore's giving them one. You are the MVP until somebody tells you otherwise.
I believe Baltimore is getting one.
I'm seeing Baltimore -1 on my screen right now.
Oh, then it must have flipped because the last time I saw it, it was +1.
Give me the Bills +1.
Well, at one point, it's still a pick'em game.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, I think this is Baltimore all the way. I feel like this year was the opposite of the Hard Knocks bump. Everything I saw from Buffalo made me think less of them. I still think they're going to be a great team. I still think they're going to run away with the division. But I kind of see why they have a hard time competing with the upper echelon teams. Give me Baltimore.
Buffalo is my pick this year, so I got to go with Buffalo on this one.
I believe that is my AFC Championship game, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that is your AFC Championship game.
So they'd be bookending the year.
Yep.
And Monday Night Football, the Minnesota Vikings go to Soldier Field, and they're giving 1.5. Give me Minnesota all day long.
I can't disagree with that one. I'm the one that's been saying J.J. McCarthy is an improvement on Sam Darnold. The only thing Minnesota did that could possibly be a setback was trading Harrison Phillips to the Jets, but even he was towards the tail end and was more of a convenience piece than a necessity until proven otherwise. This screams Minnesota. I don't think they're going to get surprised by Ben Johnson in Chicago.
Don?
I agree.
I believe he was saying same thing.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
Oh, I feel so nice. Just does. Let's get into Major League Baseball as we're in September, boys. In the AL East, the Baltimore Orioles, not going to be as good as the Raven. Hey, look at that.
What's up?
YDC in the house. Love it. Got to hang out with Mike earlier. Oh, okay.
He's taking a Scott Hansen commercial break.
Like, what just happened there? Baltimore's 17 games back at this point. They are 6.5 back of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 7 back of Boston. Boston and New York are tied at 3.5 back. on Toronto. And by the way, Tampa Bay on a 6-game heater.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to do for them at this point, but we'll look at
I don't know that that's going to do anything at this
We'll look at
point.
the picture here in a minute. In the AL Central, the Chicago White Sox, last year's team, by the way, Chicago White Sox differential minus 81. So make a note of that.
Huge improvement.
They're on a 4-game heater, sir. But they're still 28.5 back. They are 9.5 back of Minnesota. Minnesota's now 6.5 back of Cleveland, or 7.5 back. Cleveland now is a half game back on Kansas City, but Detroit just continues to run away with that division. It's now a 10-game gap for the Tigers. In the AL West, Athletics.
I like the affectation you put on it.
They are 13.5 back. They're 3 back of Law. Law currently 5 back of the Rangers. The Rangers now a 1.5 back of Seattle. Seattle's 4 back of Houston. In the National League, in the NL West, Colorado. Put a pin in it.
Can I say one note that I did see for the sake of disclosure?
Go ahead.
They have already been eliminated from the playoffs. They're the only team.
Shocker.
I will tell you this, from a run differential standpoint, they are one of 3 teams in all of Major League Baseball in triple digits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Arizona currently 9 back. They're kind of climbing in there a little bit, but San Francisco's on a 4-game heater, keeping them at bay, and they're a 1.5 games ahead of them. But they're 5 games back on the Padres. The Padres, who are on a 4-game skid, they're 2.5 back on the Dodgers, they're on a 4-game skid. Dodgers on a 2-game skid. Don, your Pittsburgh Pirates, they're doing okay. They're 22.5 back though. They're 5.5 back of St. Louis. The Cardinals now a half game back of the Reds. The Reds now 10 back on the Cubs. The Cubs are 5 back on Milwaukee. And in the only division that almost matters to me at this point, the NL East. Nationals still doing their best to keep Atlanta out of the cellar. They're 24.5 back. Atlanta's now 6.5 games better than them, but 2 back on the Marlins because the Marlins somehow pulled ahead. But they're still 10 back of the Mets. The Mets now 6 back of the Phillies. If the playoffs started today, here's what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
American League East leaders, Toronto, Detroit, Houston. Nobody's clinched anything yet.
Yeah.
Your wild card, if we started today, Yankees, Boston, Seattle. So everybody but Baltimore in the AL East would be in.
Okay.
Within teams that are within, let's just call it 5 games at this point.
Okay. That's a fair number.
Texas, the Royals, Tampa Bay, and Cleveland. In the National League, Philly, Milwaukee, Dodgers. Obviously. Mm-hmm. If we started today, Cubs, San Diego, Mets.
Really?
You had the last spot.
Oh, this roller coaster of a season is trying to kill me.
You've got a 4-game cushion on the Giants. But also within 5 games is Cincinnati.
But I also know how 1998 went.
5.5. So right now, the National League still, both leagues really. I think we'll have a more solid picture next week because we will be at Writers Field next week, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to be there in just a minute. But let's get into North America's favorite game show, boys. What is the run differential for the Colorado Rockies? And there's no way anybody's taking this title before the end of the year.
I'm going to say that I have no idea. It's been so long since we did this. I'm just going to slip in what would have been a tech headline for later, where one of my favorite games has been completely remade and released on the Xbox Series X of Gears of War Reloaded. I cannot wait to report back once I get my hands on it. But that came out on the 360, so I'm going to go with minus 360.
Don.
They're so horrible this year. I'm thinking either 350 or negative 375.
Got to pick one.
Yeah. I'll do a little leeway, just a little bit under, give them a little bit for down. I'm going to say negative 340.
3 weeks ago, And the only reason I remember because of the number 316, right? The Colorado Rockies are currently 39 and 101. We have reached the century mark, boys.
Congratulations, guys.
Wow. The only two other teams in all of Major League Baseball that have a triple-digit negative run differential are the Nationals at 170 and La at 101. In contrast, the Yankees are at a plus 139, Boston at a plus 101. Those are the only two teams with a triple digit. Actually, no. Milwaukee at plus 164 and the Cubs at plus 115. The Colorado Rockies currently have a 279 win percentage.
So basically 28%.
They are 39 and a half games back.
They're further back than the number of wins they have.
Yeah.
I need that stated.
Yeah. If the playoffs started today, they are 36 games out of the wild card. In contrast, that puts them 17 and a half games back of Washington in that race.
This is an insane number, and it's worse than last year.
They are 22 and 50 at home. They're 17 and 51 on the road, 2 and 8 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game skid. The winner this week is Alex, because currently the Colorado Rockies have a run differential of minus 364, boys.
Oh, God. You know, I saw a graphic get put up on social earlier of the teams that have not won a World Series yet, starting with Colorado and San Diego, and those are the only two teams I don't feel bad for.
Okay, Jalen Carter disqualified for spitting on Dak Prescott in that exchange.
Oh, he spit on him.
According to the ESPN. And
hey, there's that first half Jalen Hurts touchdown bet, allegedly.
So you got that going for you. All right, boys, let's get into some TV and stuff we may or may not have watched this week.
Ooh.
I have not picked up anything yet.
I have been running through a lot. I'm still loving Alien Earth. The episode this week was amazing. I could have watched it as an entire film. Still loving Chief of War. And there's a lot of things here and there that have been picked up, but the big ones, Chief of War and Alien Earth for me. How about you, Don?
There's one episode left in Dexter, which I cannot wait for.
Peter
Dinklage. That's all I got to say. Peter Dinklage. Say no more. But we did we finished the Stephen King Heredity that was on, I think it was MGM, based on those, the Institute, based off the Stephen King thing where they're basically special people with special abilities kind of thing. They ended it okay. We started season 1 and almost finished season 2. We started binging The America's Sweethearts on Netflix about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. If you have not seen that, yes, there's some foo-foo, all that, but you learn respect for what they go through to get on that team. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for those ladies and that whole organization.
I have a real quick question on that one. Did you watch when they were originally doing it back on TNN where they were doing this already?
It was CMT, but yeah, I did not watch it then.
Well, no. I believe it was originally on TNN, then it was on CMT.
CMT, yeah. But what happened was they actually have some people that showed that are like the veterans who showed them when they didn't make it, and it was on the prior show. They actually brought that footage in. So you see some past footage of like not getting it, now they're in kind of thing. And the one thing that's kind of weird, they just have this kind of unwritten rule. It's very rare that they break it. But if they make it and they keep coming back every year, they stop after 5 years. It's like that unwritten rule. There have been some 6 years, very rare. But
the old school Jeopardy rule.
Usually if you made it last year and you're not retiring, you wanted to be on next year, yes, you have a leg up, but you are not guaranteed a spot.
Yep.
And it shows people who, in that first season, people who were on last year didn't make it this year, that year. They got cut, even though they were on the team last year. So, I mean, it's very cutthroat. You see what they go through. A lot of respect when it comes down to it in the end. We watched all 7 hours at once on that first season. So, interesting.
ABC News announced John C. McGinley has joined the Scrubs revival.
That was what I needed.
So we've also got your season 34 Dancing with the Stars cast.
Do we actually have stars this year?
Oh, let me tell you. We have 2 different people from the Mormon Wives reality show.
So no.
No.
A Jen Affleck, very strange.
No.
And Whitney Levitt.
Who?
No.
Hilaria Baldwin.
No.
Olympic gold medalist Jordan Childs.
Okay.
Your former professional athlete quota is taken by Baron Davis.
Okay.
NBA. So we have got a scrum on the field, boys. There's flags flying, helmets are going everywhere. 5
dogs and cats
the first, and people are getting ejected. Believe it. Getting chippy. Football season, boys.
Somebody grab Will Shipley. He was amazing on the last drive. He needs to not be in there. Oh, there's our Pantene commercial.
There he goes again. I think I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you. Social media star Alex Earl, A-L-I-X.
Nope.
Reality TV veteran Dylan Efron.
No.
Got nothing. Danielle Fishel.
Yes.
The Topanga.
Absolutely.
Elaine Hendricks from the remake of The Parent Trap.
No.
She's one of those, if you saw her, she'd be like, oh, that's who that is. So throw up a quick Google machine. You'll know who that is.
On it.
Scott Hoying from Pentatonics.
No, not for me.
Robert Irwin.
Okay.
Son of Steve.
Yep. Good dude.
And Andy Richter.
Oh, okay.
That is your season 34 agenda.
So we got 3 or 4 in there.
The official call personal foul against Dallas halfway to the goal.
Yeah, looking up Elaine Hendricks, I got nothing.
Okay. Thank you, Facebook notifications. Let me just get off that page so that doesn't happen again. HBO Max announcing that Warwick Davis will be returning to play Professor Phileas Fitwick in the Harry Potter series that they're doing.
Well, he played a few roles in the movies, did he not?
You are out of my wheelhouse, brother.
Okay, I believe Warwick Davis played multiple roles, including bank goblins as well as a professor.
And they have officially announced. Go ahead, Don.
You said Ward Davis?
Warwick.
It's spelled Warwick, but he pronounces it Warwick.
Okay. What's the last name?
Davis.
Okay.
And they have officially announced that Welcome to Derry will kick off October 26th.
Nice. That's a good place for that to land with Halloween.
Sunday night. So that means that shows you how much faith HBO has because they put their power on Sunday nights.
Yeah, that is a prime location for HBO.
Peacock/NBC has said that the 4th and final season of Bel-Air will kick off on November 24th. And they've already renewed the paper for season 2, which just dropped yesterday.
Nice. It looks interesting to me. I will give it that. Oh, but speaking of HBO, have you started watching Peacemaker yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I will tell you, there is a dramatic tonal shift for the second season.
All right. And Jane Krakowski.
Some of the Harry Potter films. He was. Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed.
Okay. And Jane Krakowski returns to NBC. Krakowski. She will be a guest star in season 2 of Brilliant Minds, the Zach Quinto thing, which I thought we had talked about a few weeks ago. I thought we had said it got canceled, but I guess it didn't.
I don't remember us discussing it.
Okay.
But
I thought about myself.
It's one of those where there's so many shows that have similar names now.
Yeah.
It might have actually just been some crossover.
Before Tracy Morgan does his Peacock series with Tina Fey, he will be in a spinoff of The Neighborhood for Paramount/CBS called Crutch, and that's going to kick off November 3rd.
Okay.
And in a very interesting move by CBS, they're going to do a crossover November 11th between NCIS and its prequel, NCIS Origins. It's going to basically be a case that spans decades, is what I read.
Oh, so they'll do a cold case kind of thing, probably.
All right. I see what you did there. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Let's go. And it is officially announced that Sophie Turner is your new Lara Croft.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Prime Video. It's going to start. It's live action. It's going to start filming next year.
I really don't know how I feel about this. I don't dislike Sophie Turner, but I haven't seen her be tough, if I can put it in that context. She dealt with a lot during Game of Thrones, but she was always more of a mental superior than she was a physical. So I know that she can play the intelligence of Lara Croft.
I wanted that Alicia Vikander movie to be so much better than it was.
So did I. She was a perfect fit for the character, but the movie just wasn't good.
Yeah. Dallas is just tearing up Philly's secondary.
Well, that's where they lost most of their people. That's why I was afraid to pick Philly.
TV on DVD and Blu-ray this coming Tuesday, season 3 of Dark Winds.
I'm going to win my CD Lamb bets before halftime. This is great.
As well as season 3 of The White Lotus will be available on Tuesday.
Don will be very excited.
Of Chicago PD. Season 22 of NCIS Proper. The complete collection for Ben 10 Classic. As well as the Blu-ray release of the complete series of Little House on the Prairie as we prepare for Netflix's version of that. And the complete series of the classic 80s show Spencer for Hire.
Quick update. No, I've already won my bet on CD Lamb and the first quarter hasn't ended.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get into movies and stuff we watched this week in a movie capacity. Gentlemen?
I actually haven't watched any movies because I was TV heavy, but there is something I am looking forward to, and the live action Lilo and Stitch has hit Disney Plus.
Yep. I'll be probably try to check that out this weekend. Don?
1 second. I'm trying to get what I watched with this guy. Give me 1 minute. But I did see a screening last night, which we'll talk about, I know, down the road. Which was, I saw a screening last night, filming next week, which I did basically interesting is all I'm going to say. So just give me a second here.
I'll be checking it out Monday. Hopefully Alex will be coming with me.
Yes.
No.
I am very interested in that, especially with Stephen King being so on board with it.
And my review will be coming up next week.
So where will that be, Don?
At www.clubhouse.com.
That's our website.
Still waiting, bro. We got a lot to cover tonight.
Yeah, we do. All right, moving right along.
I watched 3 movies this week.
Oh, which ones?
I did a double feature of The Accountant and The Accountant 2, which I'm glad I watched the first one again because I'd forgotten so much about it. The way Affleck portrays Chris in the second one, it was weird for me.
Because it didn't line up, or?
I know they were trying to show evolution of the character, but it almost seemed like a different person. I liked it, but I did prefer the first one.
Okay.
And there's an actor that's replaced, but their voice is not.
Oh, weird.
Weird for me. Yeah.
So what's the third one?
I watched, as I'm starting to back up my quest to get through all of the DC animated films, I got through Green Lantern First Flight. It's good. No commentary track on the Blu-ray. I was shocked.
Okay.
It's the first one of those that has not had a commentary track because I'm watching them in order. Because I have all of them. I'm only missing one right now, and it's last year they redid Watchmen as an animated. I've got the first part. I don't have the.
I was going to say there's 2 parts. Yeah.
We found out that
if I can, was Pawn with Michael Chiklis. It's about 10 years old, but it's just one of those we caught in and watched. It is interesting. I hate his accent though.
Okay. Wake Up Dead Man: A Knives Out Mystery is going to get a theatrical run Thanksgiving weekend. It'll drop November 26th, and then it'll hit Netflix on December 12th.
The day after Netflix House Dallas.
Which also announced there will be a WWE presence.
Ah.
I know they're putting it in the one they got now, which means we're probably going to get it too. Paramount has struck a deal with Activision. They will be handling the Call of Duty films.
Okay, I know that was rumored, but I hadn't seen anything that had been finalized. I am not surprised since they're going to have to look for new avenues. I feel like Call of Duty has already gone too far, especially with the trailer release of their next game, that the most common response to it is, this really inspired me to buy Battlefield instead.
Also, I'm double checking my math here because I want to make sure I've got this right. I'm 95% sure I did, but yes, Paramount has also gotten a deal now with Legendary for 3 years global distribution. It will kick off with Street Fighter, which is now set for October 16th of next year.
Yeah, 10/16/2026. Did you see the picture that Cody posted?
I've seen pictures that other people have posted that looks like the Select Your Fighter, and it's all of them.
Oh, no, they did that, but Cody also put one up that was the American Nightmare logo with the Guile hair on top of it. It was brilliant.
Mortal Kombat 2 has been pushed back from October 24th of this year to May 15th of next year, which
I still don't know how I feel about that.
Gives me more time to watch all those because I've got all the animated ones now too.
Oh, good.
So there's going to be a Bluey movie hitting theaters August 6th of 2027. So my sister will be very happy with that.
2027 is going to be a massive year for film.
A week, 1 month earlier, you're going to get Superman Man of Tomorrow. July 9th, 2027.
I saw a lineup of just absolutely massive blockbusters, but they also threw in Passion of the Christ too, so I don't know how well to take that.
Movie new releases in places you get movie new releases this week. The Conjuring Last Rites.
No! Very interesting.
Splitsville. This is a very interesting plot. You can check that out for yourself. Definitely not for the family. We have Hamilton's getting a theatrical run.
Yes, they are.
And shout out to our boy Ricardo, who is in New York
at the Rogers.
So also a movie called Twinless with Dylan O'Brien this week.
I saw a trailer for this. It looks really interesting.
Two grieving men bond in support group and form an unlikely friendship. You also have something called The Baltimoreans. A newly sober man's Christmas Eve dental emergency leads to an unexpected romance with his older dentist as they explore Baltimore together. This is written and directed by Jay Duplass.
You know what? Just based on the title, we should have known it was the Duplass brothers.
Yes. Let's see here. Anything else we need to talk about in this particular arena? I do not believe so. Movies on DVD and Blu-ray this week. If you want to subject yourself to such things, Bride Hard will be available to you on Tuesday. You've been warned. It's not good. No. Elio also getting a steelbook release this week. From the World of John Wick, Ballerina, which means we should be able to stream that very soon.
Oh, yeah. That'll be on Peacock.
The Liam Neeson's vehicle, Ice Road Vengeance, that we talked about a few weeks ago. Jurassic World Rebirth, which will also get a steelbook.
Already available on Prime Video if you want to pay for it.
Materialists. Don't do it. The Surfer, the Nicolas Cage film. I'm actually intrigued by this. I do want to see it. I did also hold off. I went by Movie Trading Company Dayox. They had a 2-pack of both Super Troopers movies.
Nice.
I held off. I said, I'm going to wait.
Waiting for 3?
Well, I already had 2 movies in my hand, so
fair enough.
I was at my $20 limit. The Tom Petty documentary for Reiner called Somewhere You Feel Free will be available on Tuesday. The Steelbook limited edition of Uzumaki, which I believe is also getting the Criterion treatment.
I think that's correct.
Ouija, the limited edition Steelbook. Arrow Video does Proof of the Man, the limited edition for that. And the Criterion Collection has the 4K release of High and Low because Highest to Lowest hits Apple TV this week. I'm waiting on you, dude.
I know.
I'm waiting on you.
My availability has been sparse. It is football season, sir.
You ain't got to tell me. Because then I'm going to say, and now this. Act 2 of this 3-act chaotic extravaganza comes your way. That's right. I said 3. Got something coming up for you here in just a little while as the Cheap Popcast takes over your airwaves, your one-stop shop for all things in the world professional wrestling. We didn't have a show last week, so we got some stuff to catch up on. Clash in Paris was a thing. 4 hours long with a 2-hour pre-show.
Any matches?
6.
Yeah.
2 of them took half the time because the opening match of Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed and its aftermath was the entire first hour of this thing.
Yeah, but I also want to say that was the best part of it. Everything else got worse from there.
I did like him shining the shoes and throwing them at the crowd.
Absolutely. That was an amazing match that showed why they have the faith in Bronson Reed. It did amazing work to write him off so he can go film as Akuma in the Street Fighter movie. It was incredibly well done. It was an amazing match. It made the rest of the show look worse.
Street Profits in the Borderlands 4 gear was weird to me.
That actually worked better than the War Raiders in whatever that crap was at WrestleMania.
Age of Empires, I think is what that was.
I want to pretend like it didn't happen. But the Borderlands gear actually worked for me. And it suits... God, that's 2 for 2 for them. They're in EC3 territory with banger entrance music.
I do like their entrance music. We finally had Becky Lynch unveiling herself basically now as part of the Vision, which we've been saying since WrestleMania.
And I love that AEW fans are referring to them as the Temu Death Riders now.
It just wasn't a great show. I'm going to say this. That crowd was hotter than fish grease, though.
Oh, absolutely. Paris.
Shout out to Paris in that crowd. I can't deny that. That was insanity.
Mm-hmm.
But not a great show. And then they still did another 40-minute post show, but they said they weren't doing the media thing, but they did the media thing.
They're doing the follow-up as a staged presence rather than it actually being a media follow-up.
I did like them having the pre-show in the ring, though. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
And Big E getting a lot of love out there. And
as he deserves.
Yes. Don, did you watch Clash in Paris? And if so, what were your thoughts? The final plea that will be on Peacock.
Like you're saying, it was too long. And I think, I hate to say it, how AEW may be making a point to them where now they're having longer pleas because AEW, you get more bang for your buck. And there was 6 matches in 4 hours.
Yeah.
And all the filler material in between. Yeah, it would have been cool to be there and be part of that crowd. I mean, I think the best part of the show was the crowd. That's what made when I went to, All in Wembley. Mm-hmm. That crowd, oh my gosh. But yes, Roman Bronson, he's moving up. Braun Breaker, all that. In the course, now you have that, showing that they broke the bounds of now this is really the first time you're seeing Becky and Seth together as a couple on screen, part of a unit.
As we've been waiting for months.
What?
We've been waiting for that for months.
Yeah. They've been married how long? But you never had them together in the ring together.
Right. But Tom, together this before Mania.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. We all knew this is where it was going because they flat out said it was 4 talent, one of them being female. There was nobody else that was going to fit that role.
Yeah.
So who will take on Becky in some kind of counter group, do you think?
Oh, did you not see the spoiler via AI, Don?
No.
On
Rob,
the
you want to take
this?
This?
Yesterday, apparently somebody asked about AJ Lee's return to the ring. And remember, SmackDown tomorrow night is in Chicago.
Oh,
okay.
It's even worse. Somebody tweeted at WWE Shop to ask just where AJ Lee's gear was. And the response from AI said, hey, we know you're excited for her return to the ring. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
So I have a feeling that knowing H like we do, it's going to be Rhea with Punk, and he'll save the AJ Lee return for when people start to try and forget about it. Because if you're making a return on WrestlePalooza, just quit.
I'm actually I'm DJing a wedding that day. I'm not going to pay. Apparently YouTube TV not eligible for ESPN Unlimited, and I ain't paying $30 a month. Sorry.
Well, and the interesting thing is that same day is your first AEW pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Yep, which will take place earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, have they really announced yet if you're going to get the pleas from WWE, you have to be at the top tier of ESPN or the middle one? Or does your have they even answered that yet?
They have not clearly answered it, but everything they have said has said you have to be at that level to ensure.
The top tier of the $30,000.
But if you have Hulu TV,
mm-hmm.
there's Direct TV streaming, and there's a couple other
Fubo.
Fubo's the other one. You get that included. I have YouTube TV. I have ESPN, but they want me to pay $30 a month, and I ain't doing it.
I have Hulu, regular Hulu.
Nope, you got to have
Hulu live. Plus live TV.
Oh, God.
Yep. Now, if they tell me with my membership I can have it with commercials, I'm okay with it because they don't do commercial breaks anyway.
Because I like to be in on Peacock because, yes, we played every $80 a year, but you get so much with it just besides sports, like ESPN. And you got to look at this on Peacock. Reason we really love it because it has the whole Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
You get everything.
Your NXT, please, will remain on Peacock.
Yeah, but
not that.
Whoop-de-doo. I mean, that's what we liked about Peacock because you get entertainment from NBC, you get movies, you get special stuff, plus we get the Premier League. So we'll pay $80 a year for that because there's so much with it. But just to get ESPN, which I'll never watch it for $30 a month, just to get the please, And I think their viewership's going to go down and people are going to get ticked. And that's why they're haven't released it yet. And I think after this first plea, when people are going to have to pay $30 and they realize it, they're going to go, whoa,
Don,
come on, guys.
I want to dial you back here for a second.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what the Paris crowd was chanting whenever? Because if you've been to a live show, you know they love throwing available now for the in crowd for WWE Shop.
Okay.
Apparently, every time WWE Shop came up on the banner, the Paris crowd was chanting, "We have no more money," in response to the ticket prices.
But they did announce that Netflix in France will carry Raw come first of the year.
Good.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. They've earned it at minimum.
The company is apparently pushing very hard to have a major in China.
Well, it's the same push they made for India before, but they don't necessarily have a great Kali for China, but I'm pretty sure China would be cool with just about anybody.
SmackDown, great job with the Cena promo bookending with the kid.
Absolutely.
I knew that was coming. I had it ruined for me, but it still kind of got to me a little bit. And the kid was there at the plea.
Mm-hmm.
So
in the new gear.
Yep. Right next to his wife.
Yep.
Interesting that we had Uncle Howdy out of the mask and dressed up.
I think we're going to start seeing more of them outside of masks. I was surprised Nikki was still wearing it after she had just done face paint the night before or the event before.
And shout out to Sami Zayn, your new U.S. champion.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's now one away from the Grand Slam.
Did you boys watch NXT?
I watched most of NXT, but there were spots I skipped.
The end of NXT broke me.
Before we get to that, did you see Ricky Stark / Saints break during the match?
No.
So, Don, did you see this? So it's the 8-man tag where you have faces and the heels, with the heels being Dark State. Obafemi has like a hammer lock or something. They're doing the normal calling for the tag, and Obafemi does the absolute pose in Ricky's face, Hank and Take almost fall off the apron laughing. Ricky breaks character because he is laughing so hard. And I was done then. I was like, I don't need anything else from this. And then they hammered it home.
Well, you've got, and the fact that this hasn't happened before during a match is what fascinates me.
Well, the note I saw on this is that WWE is showing TNA what they should have been doing all along. I'm specifically not saying the name because I don't want to steal the thunder.
So Hank is in a hold and
he's getting choked.
Yeah, he's trying not to tap out. And he looks directly into the camera and goes, Joe Hendry. And they play the music and he appears and he helps them win. I was like, you know what? That moment made all of NXT worth it. I don't
Absolutely.
Because, dear God, why is this the first time this has ever happened? Because that was brilliant.
Oh,
I loved it so much.
They can't wait to have him under contract, and I am here for it.
We talked earlier about this. All Out has moved up to 3:00 Eastern and will be available. Now, if you have an HBO Max subscription, you can get $10 off.
Yeah, the $39.99 instead.
Last night's Dynamite, we had the return of Rio.
Mm-hmm.
We also had the announcement, and I found out that Taz didn't want this on the show, so they had to put it on YouTube, of them putting his name in the rafters at the 2300 Arena.
You know, I respect it when people were asking, why didn't you want to get your shine? And he's like, today is about them. I appreciate being recognized, but they already did that on Collision for me.
Well, yes, the pay-per-view for AEW,
Spoilers.
it's on Max. You don't, if you have Max right now, like we do, the pay-per-view isn't free.
No, but you
just get a discount.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a replay down the road might be free. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Okay.
It would probably be a month before you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Replays. Super Card of Honor was a thing. 4 hours last Friday. Sammy Guevara now part of LFI.
It suits his character better.
And you have new 6-man tag champs and Shane Taylor promotions.
Because they have to have something going.
We
need LA to show up and start heckling the hell out of Shane Taylor again.
And just getting under his skin.
Oh, I've never seen a wrestler get pissed legitimately so fast.
And if it's one guy that's good at it, it's that.
It's LA.
All right, boys, are you ready?
Let's talk.
Absolutely.
The last few years, for those of you joining us that have not joined us until the last year, we live in the great state of Texas.
Yes, we do.
In the great state of Texas, and I'm going to have to move you guys over here so I can see what's going on. So you're here, but you guys are here. We have a thing called the State Fair of Texas. And it starts up here in about 3 weeks. The State Fair of Texas is the kind of the OG of fried foods. A lot of states do it, but Texas is the one that is known for it the most. So for the last couple of years, we have been sharing with you the new foods that are part of the State Fair of Texas. This is Act 3 for tonight. Tonight, we're going to unveil the 2025 new foods. There are actually 3 divisions this year, boys. Normally, we have sweet and we have savory. This year, we're adding SIP. SIP.
Well, there was some complaints about how there were drinks getting involved that were kind of getting bonuses to pass through. So that's why they allegedly added the SIP category.
So here we go, boys. Da-da-da. All right. You got me?
Got it.
I got you.
We see it.
Now, here's how this works. I'm going to unveil the dish. I'm going to describe the dish. And I learned something, and I don't know when this happened, but something has happened that made me go, oh. Because last year was the first year we saw them pairing the items with certain IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
We have a local brewery that's made a move.
Good, because I hate IPAs.
Well, you'll be interested to see what happens here. So we're going to start with the savory division. And we have the winners, by the way. There's also a most creative winner as well.
Okay.
First up, I will show you the name. I will get your initial reaction. Then I will show you the picture and give you the description. And we are coming in hot, boys.
All right.
Because if you know me,
Yes.
two of my favorite things are being combined. Because we start with the brisket and brew stuffed pretzels, courtesy of Glenn and Sherry Cusack.
I don't need anything else. Give the Cusacks the Nobel Peace Prize.
This is what it looks like.
Oh man, that looks
And
good.
this is the thing I was talking about.
Oh,
And
with a box, all of it
has bought Zegan. They
Oh,
own Zegan now. I love back when I was a drinker. I did love me some Zegan. Brisket and brew stuffed pretzels are where smoky barbecue dreams meet classic pub snacks in one golden salty twist. I'm already in. And I ain't even done talking yet.
oh, absolutely.
We're talking.
Quick update. They have the spit on film that got Jalen Carter ejected. So there's no denying it. He might actually wind up getting suspended.
We're talking tender, slow smoked brisket with deep, juicy flavor and blended with a bold, velvety, that's beautiful,
I knew it was
pure
good.
cheese made from sharp cheddar and a hearty brew. You know me, the sharper the cheddar, the better for me. Then it's all wrapped up in a soft, chewy pretzel dough, hand-rolled, sprinkled with sea salt, and baked to a crispy, crave-worthy perfection. Each bite is a flavor bomb. Salty on the outside, rich and gooey on the inside. They're easy to carry and absolutely made for munching as you wander the fairgrounds. Pair with a cold German beer or dunk into spicy mustard or tangy barbecue sauce. Just be warned, your lederhosen might not forgive you. Pairs well with Ziegenbach. Give me all the things.
Yeah, I think this one's just a wipe it across the board. We're all in, I believe. Don?
Yeah, probably costing about $35 for it.
Don't care.
Yeah, we're not.
It's a state fair, Don.
I know.
Everything's going to be expensive. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
bit.
Let me put it this way. If you're going to complain about pricing at the state fair, you might as well just go piss into the wind.
Because that's what we usually do. It's a money trap.
Next up,
I'd be game on that.
Yeah,
If I was a restaurant owner, maybe do an appetizer like that.
that I dig.
next
Yeah.
up. You don't think we can go higher? We can go higher. What if
And now this
offered
song's
you-
stuck in my head.
What if I offered you crab and mozzarella arancini from Stefan T. Nedwetsky? Nedwetsky, I think it's Chabuya.
Yep. It's basically a crab and mozzarella hush puppy, and I love it.
Handcrafted with an irresistible blend of premium Maryland blue crab meat,
Even better.
white rice, mozzarella cheese, spring onion, red bell pepper, lemon, and black pepper. Delicately seasoned with aromatic herbs, including garlic, coriander, and basil. Dipped in a crunchy breadcrumb coating and then deep fried to a golden crispy finish. Handmade in small batches to ensure the highest quality. Served with their own homemade marinara sauce, and you can pair it with Carbach's Hopadillo IPA.
I'm on board for everything but the IPA.
I
Game
can't.
with that. I'm game.
Up next, there are 5 finalists, and then I'll reveal the winner. Deep fried deli tacos from Brent and Juan Reeves. We all love a good food mashup.
Mm-hmm.
Peppery pastrami, buttery mashed potatoes, gooey white cheese, and fresh chives, all tucked into a corn tortilla and deep fried to a crispy perfection. Served with a spicy, creamy green sauce. It's what happens when New York deli meets Dallas taqueria. And the result is delicioso. And they would like you to enjoy it with a ranch water hard seltzer.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
I'm in, but of the 3 so far, it's the bronze medal.
This is absolutely the I'm willing to try it as long as it's not something I have to commit to.
That's where I'm at. Don?
So I would like that if it wasn't deep fried. I think that'd be a great taco on its own.
That's fair.
The potato and everything else
That's
on
state
there.
fair.
Hey, now.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Up next, the Vietnamese crunch dog from the Lee family.
I feel like I'm going to love this.
Blends the classic corn dog with vibrant Asian flavors. Juicy marinated meat is wrapped in fluffy batter, coated in a crispy mix of panko and banh mi crumbs, then deep fried to golden perfection. Topped with sriracha mayo and served with tangy pickled veggies, it's a crunchy, flavorful mashup of street food and fair flair in every bite, paired with the Hapadillo Juicy IPA.
A hot take. This might be my leader right now.
Here's the thing that people have to understand about this genre of food, mainly from the Korean hot dog category.
Mm-hmm.
Do not let this fool you.
Real quick, before we get too far into it, I want to say the South Asian corn dog. Just to clarify, we're not just isolating one country.
Right. In this case, it's Vietnamese, but the one everybody knows is the Korean.
Correct.
Dogs. They are a lot hardier than they look.
Oh, yes, they are. Didn't you and I at one time order like 3 apiece and we didn't make it through 2?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Zion Marketplace.
Yep.
No free ads. This is my least favorite right now. But I'm not saying I wouldn't try it.
Yeah, I want to clarify. This is my leader in the clubhouse because corn dogs and state fair just go together.
Okay.
And this is more of a transpo. You can't always find places to sit down and eat. I'm gonna say like the crab was delicate. You had the pretzels that were fancy. I feel like for a state fair, this hits every angle while also being delicious.
Don, what you got?
That middle of the pack. I'd be interested in it. Not as much as like the brisket pretzels, but I'd be game. I'd put that over those tacos. Put it that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. When you didn't think you could take 4 different things and put them together and make a new thing that's Voltroning to a next level.
Voltroning to a next level.
Allow me to present to you the Wagyu Bacon Cheeseburger Deviled Egg Sliders. Kabooyah!
That's a lot going on, and I want it in my face.
Start with a Cajun seasoned Wagyu patty topped with aged cheddar and crispy applewood bacon. The twist? They twist. I can hear Alex in my head whenever I say that. Instead of a bun, it's sandwiched between 2 deep-fried, panko-crusted deviled egg halves. Crispy outside, creamy and tangy inside. Served with a house-made ketchup-inspired sauce, it's a bold, one-of-a-kind bite you have to try at this year's fair. Paired with the Hapadillo IPA. Yes.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm 100% on board.
There is a place up on our end of town, Alex, that's a deviled egg place.
I know of this place.
I need to go to there.
Mm-hmm.
Don.
Because I love deviled eggs. People, you may not know that. I love the deviled egg. And this would be something I'd be playing for. But what you have to tell me what that place is. If there's a deviled egg restaurant up in that area.
It's called the Deviled Egg Company, I think.
Okay.
Let me.
I'm on it.
Okay, Alex. Yeah. All right, boys. That is all of the finalists from the savory category.
It is called the Deviled Egg Co.
Okay.
There's actually one on the lakefront in Rockwall now, but the other one is in Denison.
Who is your pick in this category, gentlemen? Who wins?
Are we picking who we would pick, or who do we think won?
Who do you think won?
I can do the pretzel.
I think it's the deviled egg burger.
Your winner in the savory category in the 2025 State Fair of Texas is the crab and mozzarella arancini.
I was going to say that first, and I thought, that's not Texas enough.
Yeah, I disagree.
Hey, you know what? I can't
All I'm
truly judge
saying
them because they've tasted it, I bet.
When this comes up next year, we're available.
Every
I will
year.
judge this like there's no tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. Let's get to the sweet division, boys.
Oh, I love this one.
This
This is my favorite.
We kick it off with the candy lemon sour face.
Yep, I don't need to hear anymore. I'm in.
Chef Heather J. Perkins.
Ooh.
Take a bite out of a candy dipped lemon with a little bit of sweet and a little bit of sour. Let your taste buds explore the explosion of a sour, sweet, tart taste of a delicious candy-coated lemon. It's an actual lemon, boys.
Yes.
Indulge in a candy lemon sour face and let us take you on a roller coaster of sweet and sour flavors. Pairs well with the Carbox Love Street.
Have they been brilliantly using the correct paper angles on all of these pictures?
I mean, somebody
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing it on this one.
It's an explosion of flavor.
Rob, in the rare instances I grab candy, what do I get?
Sour Patch Kids, yeah, kind of thing.
Yep, bring me.
It's an actual lemon?
Yes.
No.
I'm in.
No.
Okay.
Buzzer for me.
Weird history.
We have our first rejection.
Weird History Food has a video up right now of the reason Sour Patch Kids look like little kids. I haven't watched it yet, though.
Okay.
Up next, the Chill and Thrill Delight. I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know. It sounds like a great tag team.
It is a vibrant, refreshing twist on Colombia's favorite salpicón de frutas that is perfect for a warm day at the state fair. A Texas-sized cup is packed with juicy diced mango, pineapple, watermelon, grapes, cantaloupe, and strawberries, all soaked in fresh watermelon juice with a splash of lime. Topped with a handcrafted shaved mango sorbet that slowly melts into the mix for a sweet, tangy fusion. Whether you're cooling off or chasing bold flavors, this fruity treat is sure to thrill. Paired with Carbox Hopadillo Juicy IPA. I'm curious. I'm in.
Outside of certain restrictions, this sounds awesome to me.
I would be very skeptical because I've actually had like just drinking normal watermelon juice, and it doesn't go as good as like orange juice or something like that.
Don, did you use a berry pun or did you say very?
No, I mean,
I don't think there was a pun intended.
No, there wasn't a pun.
It sounded like a slip of the tongue, and he said berry.
No.
Up next, Alex and I were talking about this the other day. The next two items, I believe, are a recent phenomenon in American desserts. And it starts with the Dubai chocolate cheesecake from Stephen Elgidi. Dubai chocolate is taking over. I don't know what's going on right now. What are we thinking here, gentlemen?
I am thinking that this looks like magic with pistachio.
Dive into a decadent cup layered with pure indulgence. At the base, rich Belgian chocolate melts into a luscious pistachio spread, perfectly blended with the delicate crunch of sweet golden kataifi and a hint of creamy tahini. Interesting. Well, tahini. Nestled above are chunks of velvety, that's beautiful, New York-style cheesecake, adding a smooth and tangy contrast. To finish, each cup is crowned with a generous drizzle of silky chocolate, a swirl of pistachio ice cream, and a final sprinkle of crushed pistachios for an irresistible crunch. Every spoonful of Dubai chocolate cheesecake is a masterpiece of texture and flavor. Nutty, creamy, and decadently chocolatey. I am going no.
No!
Not a fan of the pistachio.
I want to say yes. I am not a big fan of pistachio, but I am such a fan of everything else involved that I'm gonna say yes, but it's more of a mild yes.
Don?
The other two scared me. This would be my leader so far.
Oh.
But I could do it without the pistachios. I'm not much of a nut guy too much when it comes to chocolate. But that Belgium chocolate and stuff like that, I'd be game on that.
All right. Up next, Russo's Dubai chocolate funnel cake fries.
I think I'm in. I don't need to hear anymore.
Russo bring this to us. Well, you're gonna. It brings bold, indulgent flavor to every bite. Crispy golden funnel cake strips are drizzled with warm Belgian chocolate, then topped with pistachio cream and delicate pieces of nafe pastry.
Ooh.
This rich, nutty, and crispy treat takes funnel cake to a whole new level of indulgence. Sweet, airy, and wildly satisfying. And again, I'm out because I don't like pistachio.
I'm very in on this. Anything with funnel cake, especially in funnel cake fry form, I'm all about it. And then you give me the Ziegenbach, give me the combo.
Don?
My number 2, right below before the last one. I put that as my second one.
All right. Now we have Texas Toast a la Mode from Michelle and Jace Edwards.
Yes.
Comfort food at its finest. A warm golden baked French toast bake topped with a generous scoop of Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream. Shout out Bluebell. No free ads. Slowly melting into every cozy bite, drizzled with rich caramel and real maple syrup, then sprinkled with a fun cinnamon cereal crunch for that extra pop. It's a sweet southern hug on a plate that'll have you coming back for more, paired with Carbox Ranch Water Hard Seltzer. Yes.
This is my leader right now.
This is a coma that is well worth it.
Yes.
Don.
My number 2, right between the funnel cake and the chocolate. I'd put that up. That's my number. That's my silver medal right now.
All right. Well, who's the winner in this category, gentlemen?
Oh, it's the Texas toast for me, 1,000%.
I'm doing that Dubai with the pistachios in the cup there.
That's a good choice. The cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah. Those judges don't know what they're talking about.
I agree with this because it is the chill and thrill delight.
I thought that
watermelon juice. Yeah.
It's soaked in it, Don. You're not drinking it.
The mango sorbet was a really nice touch.
Yeah. Now let's get into the sipper division.
Bring it.
Starting us off in the sipper division is the coconut quadruple. I'm already out. It looks good, but I hate coconut. Want a taste of the tropics during your visit to the State Fair of Texas? A whole, fresh, young coconut, wasn't given the chance to have a full life, is served with an ice-cold, fresh-made coconut slushy topped with soft-served coconut ice cream and a sprinkling of coconut flakes. This enhanced island delicacy is sure to transport you to paradise at first sip.
You know, I'm
sorry, Mevo. I want to give credit to the people that created it.
I am a big fan of natural coconut juice. The moment you start getting into the other things, I'm out.
Don?
That's a maybe.
Up next. I can already tell, both gentlemen, you're both going to be in on this, and you don't even know what it is yet. It is the Cookie Chaos Milkshake, brought to us by Brad Weiss. Look at this bad boy right here.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
A rich, creamy cookie butter milkshake loaded with snickerdoodle chunks, golden Oreo cookies, and classic Oreo cookies for the ultimate cookie explosion. We top it with a fluffy swirl of whipped cream, a scoop of edible cookie butter cookie dough, a perfectly perched Biscoff cookie, and a cookie butter drizzle that ties it all together. Finished with a rim coated in crushed Biscoff cookie pieces for that extra crunch in every sip, the Cookie Chaos milkshake is sweet, spiced, and unapologetically over the top. I'm not a big fan of Biscoff because I don't like coffee.
I think Biscoff is underrated, but that's also because I'm a coffee drinker.
Right.
It's going to take something biblical to knock this off my top spot.
I'm okay with like the crumpled on the edge of the glass. I just won't have the whole ones. I'd put those to the side or give them some. Don?
Him on this one.
All right.
Yes, I'd be a go on that.
All right.
Very interested.
I can feel my mouth salivating for this.
Up next. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's a finalist. Courtesy of Tom Grace, the hot honeycomb lemonade shake-up, boys.
I am waiting to see why it's hot. Oh.
Ever tried Nature's Candy? The honeycomb? I thought that was raisins. How about honey jalapeno lemonade? For over 30 years, our fresh lemonade shake-up has been a fair favorite. Fresh squeezed lemons, sugar, water, the guy in the Edgar suit, and a good shake. This year, we're adding honey and fresh jalapenos to the mix for the perfect Texas kick. Rimmed with chamoy and tahini for extra zing and topped with a skewer of real honeycomb, our hot honeycomb lemonade shake-up is a refreshingly bold treat. Add a shot of alcohol, and you got an instant classic. I'd take a sip of somebody else's just to say that I did.
Oh, I'm great with this one because as we know, the Arnold Palmer is iced tea and lemonade.
Right.
Did you know that the Jack Nicklaus is lemonade with honey?
I did not know that.
So this is basically a spicy Jack Nicklaus. Then you tell me I can get some vodka or tequila thrown in it. I said it was going to have to be major, but it doesn't quite take over the milkshake, but this is a very close 1B.
Don, what are you thinking?
In between you two. Maybe a sip or maybe get one, but it's not like leading.
All right.
This would be one you'd share with Faith, basically.
Yeah. Best way. Yes, very good.
Up next, Josie Nevins-Mayes and Tammy Jo Nevins-Mayes bring us the Nevins Dirty Red Bull Texarita.
That's a lot going on.
Red, white, and blue this afternoon delight is right on cue. They're a poet, but didn't even know it. Their features show it. They're long fellows. A refreshing adult beverage that tastes as good as it looks. This fulfills an adult craving while appealing to your inner child. It starts with a layer of sweet cream liqueur and blue ras pop rocks. Then is filled halfway with watermelon Red Bull margarita and the other half with vibrant blueberry Red Bull margarita. Topped with more sizzling pop rocks, fresh blueberries, and watermelon. The Dirty Texarita is sure to make you soar. I am intrigued.
Rob, hit the buzzer for me. This is the worst thing we've reviewed. I hate this.
I don't mind it.
I hate it.
Pop Rocks, I'm in.
Pop Rocks is the only part I don't hate of this.
Yeah. I'm good. Red Bull, yeah. Pot, yeah. Sugar overload. Let's do it.
What about the Poppin' Boba Rita from Justin Martinez?
Okay, you're bringing me back.
This is batting cleanup, boys. Why is John Cena throwing footballs at Stewie? Okay. This frozen, fresh lime juice margarita is elevated with wine-infused Poppin' Boba pearls, bursting with juicy mango or strawberry flavor in every sip. Each vibrant pearl delivers a playful pop of tropical fruitness, transforming the experience into a sensory delight. Want to turn up the indulgence? Of course you do. It's the state fair. Make it dirty. In quotes. With a swirl of sweet, creamy, cold foam, a splash of rich coconut syrup, and a tangy tahini rim, making for an irresistible upgrade to this tapioca treat with a twist.
I'm just getting over the term tropical fruitness.
I'm not a boba guy.
Oh,
But
I am.
Try this.
I am a massive fan of boba, but I am also the weirdo that I don't do the tapioca. I do the fruit. So this is literally screaming to me. I love this. This is my number 2 behind the milkshake right now.
Don?
Too much of a Rita. I'm not a big Rita fan. I'd say no.
All right.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
Who's the winner, boys?
Oh, the cookie.
The cookie milkshake.
Yeah.
I can't pick against that, but I really, really do like that Bobarita.
It is the cookie.
Oh, he had to get one of them.
Milkshake. We got one more thing, boys.
Uh-huh.
And this is all encompassing, all 15 items that we have seen. Which one wins the award for most creative?
I think most creative is going to be this. I think it's going to be the sorbet, the fruit chilled with watermelon and the mango sorbet. I apologize. I forget what the name of it was, but I think that'll be the most creative.
Don?
I'm going to say the milkshake.
Oh.
It is the greatness of the Wagyu bacon cheeseburger deviled egg sliders.
I didn't think something could lose and then be the most creative.
Yeah.
I am okay with this as the winner. I am very
Yeah,
okay.
I'm game with that.
That is, yeah.
That's when you almost want to go to the state fair just to try it.
But I definitely want to go find this deviled egg place.
The Deviled Egg Co.
Yes. Anything else you boys want to talk about tonight? It's now.
No, I think we've done an amazing job covering a lot of ground since we haven't been back in studio for a while.
So let's talk about next week. Big week for us.
Hold on. The passing of the Native American from Dances with Wolves.
Graham Greene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That man, he's done so many different roles, from Indian, being a Native American, to being a cop, to being everything in between.
I have actually had some crossover with Graham Greene, and I assure you he was a phenomenal human being from the Oneida. We had some crossover in some of the Oneida territory in New York. He was always very polite and gave back so much to his tribe and to youth at every stop. He is an absolute legend, and if there is a Hall of Fame or the Walk of Fame or something, his name should be everywhere.
Yeah, that was 73, but he's been in so many different roles. He was so diverse in his career.
Mm-hmm.
He could do about anything, any kind of role.
Well, I mean, you think about it. He was a New York cop in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That's what I'm saying.
And he fit everywhere he was.
Then he was the Indian in Dances with Wolves, and then he played the con man in Maverick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
the dude could do anything.
Yeah.
And he brought representation to natives. It's amazing work. Rob, anything you want to add in there?
No, you guys have it covered, man.
Okay.
But absolutely. I agree 100%.
Good call, Don.
Next week, next Thursday, we will be live at Riders Field.
Yes, we will.
For a very special night for the Rough Riders. It's one of the cool things that they do every year. Next Thursday is Dallas Stars night. If you buy a ticket to the game, you can get yourself a Frisco Rough Riders Stars themed sweater. It is very, very comfortable because I have one from last year. We will be doing our show live at 5 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll probably hanging out for the game. You don't know. We'll be there. Friday night next week, we will be at the Plaza Theater in downtown Garland at about 5-ish Central for the It Came From Texas Film Festival. I will be back on YDC Monday. Kelly Kitchens will be with us for YDC's 150th episode, talking about all that she does, as well as the It Came From Texas Film Festival. Friday night, it will be Bonnie and Clyde. Saturday night, Saturday, I know they're showing, why did I just lose I've got the paper around here. Hold on. I don't want to screw this up. Saturday, Bernie with Jack Black will be shown, as well as The Great Debaters, Denzel Washington, as well as the Real Great Debaters, which is a documentary about what it's based on, and the deep dive of the JFK Breaking the News, which is going to be awesome. And then Sunday next weekend will be John Wayne's The Alamo, all 3 hours. So we'll be there Friday night. And then Saturday night next week, we'll be back at Writers Field, not with a live show, but we're going to be there. Next Saturday is Mavericks night. So you saw the jersey or the sweater from Stars night. For Mavericks night, you can, if you have a ticket to the game, you can get a Rough Riders Dallas Maverick themed baseball jersey. So make sure you're in attendance. We're going to be hanging out there. You know, there might be a cheesesteak involved. You don't know. But next week's a busy week for this show. We're excited to be here. Again, 1 year now with Sunset Lounge DFW. Check out all the great shows here. Ours, YDC, Al Maximo, Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Do you notice this week 1 in fantasy, I get the legends?
No, I did not.
Well,
I got Grego.
Just wondering with Norm. Also here, the Angle, all the great shows right here. Follow us all because you never know when we're going to have stuff. And we're just so proud to be a part of this network. And the fact that they let this type of shenanigans happen on their watch is kind of cool. Also, check out today's YDC. Again, great episode. Had so much fun. So go check that out. Over there is a QR code. You can scan that, get to all of our social medias. By the way, you can now get us on Spotify, get us on wherever you get podcasts. You can find us now. It's pretty awesome. You can follow me on all your social medias. Everything is that Rob Irvin. That is spelled ERVIN. It's right. It's right there.
Other side.
There.
Yeah.
There.
Now, for that game next Thursday with the Rough Riders, they do have a special package. If you go onto their social media looking for Frisco Rough Riders, for $59, you will get 2 tickets to the game, 2 jerseys, because they are, but you will also get 2. You will also get 2 Stars preseason game tickets. So you'll actually double dip on that one for less than $60.
And it's Thirsty Thursday.
Rowdy at the River with Twisted Tea.
21 and up only in the Lazy River.
But if you want to help out the show, please go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search for the Cheap Popcast. We have a lot of different shirt designs. We got a lot of different color designs within those. If you are an artist and want to contribute any designs, you'll get 100% of the proceeds of any shirt sold. Even if you want to tweak, we'll give you the proceeds from those sales as well.
We'll get those awesome shirts that even make me look good. Even better than the Smicky shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/cheappopcast. At Twitter, I'm EddieBunu. IGBN If you want this master your place, email me Don at theclubhousepodcast.com.
Donna, how we can come do a live show. We love doing live remote shows and hanging out with the Empire. Also, by the way, Friday night at Writers Field, Al Maximo will be out there. So go see those gentlemen. By the way, it's now 21-20 at the half. With
spoiler alert again.
But at least I'm doing it when it's a live show and I don't know where you're at. I'm not texting you, not knowing that you're not watching live.
But you literally said earlier that you're ahead of me.
Right, but still, most people, I just lost all of my, where am I? There I am. This is a bad wire that I have here.
And I skipped ahead. If you want to follow me, I'm Vexploit on all social media. And you can reach out to me at alex@theclubhousepodcast.com.
You can email me questions, comments, concerns. Tell me to go pound sand. I am Rob at theclubhousepodcast.com. Charlotte Marshall is on Pinterest because we're morally obligated to say that. Normally, when we're in studio, Thursday nights, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific is your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, pro wrestling is what we do. So until next time, for Alex, for Don, for the Empire, I'm Rob. Clubhouse is closed, and Brittany Palmer's been kind of quiet on social media. Not sure what's going on there.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.